Hello class 6, welcome to your science class that is organized by Central Academy INDIRA, Lucknow. I hope you all are doing well. So today we will be starting a new chapter, that is chapter 16. The name of the chapter is Air. So let's start with the first part of the lecture. The learning checklist for today is going to contain a short introduction on the air around us, then what is atmosphere, and then we will learn briefly about the composition of the air. So let's start with it. Air. It is an important part of the environment that we are living in. It is an integral component of our life without which our survival becomes impossible. So it is a medium that supports our life. It is as important as the food we eat and the water that we drink. Plants and animals breathe air. Birds around us fly due to air. Yachts around us sail because of air. Air is present all around us, but we are not able to see it. We cannot see the air, but we can feel its presence around us. So now the question is that how do you notice the air around you? We notice air when the trees on the leaves rustle, or when the clothes hanging on the clothesline sway. And if you remember, in the previous chapters we have already discussed about winnowing, in which we were separating the heavier components from the lighter components with the help of blowing air. When air moves at a very high speed, it is called as wind, and when wind blows at a very high speed, it is termed as a storm. You might have seen the rooftops being blown away in storms, and a storm may even uproot trees. Our earth has a blanket of air or an envelope of air that surrounds it all the time. This atmosphere is essential for supporting life on Earth, and all the other planets, they lack atmosphere, which makes life very difficult to be supported in other planets. Our Earth's atmosphere is divided into various layers. The innermost layer is called the troposphere. It extends till 12 kilometers. This is the layer in which we live in. Ozone layer is present right above the troposphere that acts as a shield barring the harmful UV rays from entering the earth. Then comes stratosphere that continues up to 50 kilometers. Only few jets are able to fly up to this layer. Above that is another layer that is called mesosphere. This is the layer where a meteor entering the Earth's atmosphere gets ignited or lighted up, and the radiations from the sun entering the strong magnetic fields at the poles causes the formation of the beautiful aurora. Above mesosphere is the Kármán line. According to NASA, Kármán line marks the beginning of the space. Then comes the another layer, that is thermosphere, that starts at around 100 kilometers and stretches over 300 kilometers. Most of the satellites revolving around the Earth is present in this layer. Thermosphere is also home to the International Space Station that harbors the astronauts in the space, and it orbits the Earth constantly. Then comes the outermost layer, that is exosphere. Exosphere starts at around 500 kilometers and stretches into the space beyond 10,000 of kilometers. So it is the coldest layer with a temperature as low as minus 170 degrees Celsius. The atmosphere here in this layer gradually fades into vacuum. Vacuum means that has no air at all. So the air in the exosphere is extremely thin, which means that it appears almost airless and contains very few molecules. This is the first layer that comes in contact with the harmful radiations in the space, and it offers us protection them. So this was about all the different layers that is present in the atmosphere. Now coming on to the last topic of the day, that is the composition of air. The composition of air means what are the things the air is made up of. We all know that air is a mixture of gases. So it contains the mixture of different types of gases that are 78% nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, and the remaining 1% consists of other gases. Now what are these other gases? It has 0.03% of carbon dioxide, approximately 0.93% of argon, and the rest has traces of neon, helium, methane, krypton, hydrogen, and water vapor. It also has traces of dust and smoke in it. So that's all for today's class. Tomorrow we'll meet with part 2 of the same chapter. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.